Hey guys, if you love carrot cake, you're gonna love this recipe. It is so moist, you're gonna be impressed. Let's make it together. For this recipe, I'm not gonna put any icing. I'm gonna have it with a cup of coffee in the morning, and I'm gonna have the icing on the side. I start by mixing 4 extra large eggs, 60 grams each, with 1.5 cups of regular granulated sugar. And if you know me, you know I like to skimp on the sugar, so I usually add a little bit less. I let it mix on medium speed for 5 minutes or until light and frothy and all the sugar dissolves. While I do that, I'm gonna mix the dry ingredients, and here I have 2 cups of all-purpose sifted flour, 260 grams. To that I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and I mix and I set aside. And look how the egg mixture became light and frothy and almost doubled in size. And this is what I want. I turn the mixer off and I add 1 cup of flavorless oil. Vegetable oil is very good. And I'm gonna add 8 ounces of diced canned pears. It's gonna add so much moisture. And 2.5 cups of shredded fresh carrots. A little bit of vanilla extract, and I mix. Here I have a cup of lightly roasted walnuts. I'm just gonna cut them up with my hands. I like them to be big and chunky. Add them to the batter, and then add the flour mixture. Mix just until combined. And now it's ready for the oven. I'm gonna use a 7-inch square pan. I'm gonna grease it and line it with parchment paper. Add the mixture, and this is gonna take 1 whole hour in the oven. And it's always good to check the doneness with a toothpick before taking it out of the oven. And while the cake is baking at 350 for a whole hour, I'm gonna show you how to make a great icing. Although I'm not gonna ice the whole cake, I'm just gonna keep it on the side. I'm gonna start by mixing 3.5 tablespoons of unsalted room temperature butter with 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. I mix until they come together nicely. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla bean paste, half a teaspoon of lemon juice, and start adding the cream cheese, the full fat cream cheese. And I'm gonna add 6 ounces in that case, and until it becomes smooth and silky. And if you want it to be a little thinner, you can add a tablespoon of milk. I'm choosing not to ice the cake because I want to have it as a breakfast item in the morning with a cup of coffee, but you can certainly ice the cake and even double the amount of icing if you want to have a 2-layer cake. It's totally up to you. You can definitely divide your batter between 2 9-inch pans. And if you didn't catch all the ingredients, they're always in the description box below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos, and follow me on social media. The links are in the description box below: Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram. I love how the cake comes out every time I make it. It's always very moist and very tender. It disappears very quickly. I hope you give it a try. It's a very well tested and approved recipe. And until next time, bon appétit!